All right, Blue Ridge Parkway, AT. Show us what you got.
Oh, they got some fancy signs.
They got fancy signs up here.
I'll tell you what.
Look, there's a fancy one down there.
I know, and a steep walkway. Oh, so good.
That's what hiker shadows look like going downhill. They're like super tall.
In the afternoon. Late afternoon. Hey, fancy signs. I'm not late.
Good morning, everybody. Our first full day on the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Oh, so pretty. It was a gorgeous night, a lovely sunset, great sleep. Oh,
Did you have good sleep last night?
I did.
I think my watch said it was fair.
My watch said it was fair too, but
Look at those clouds.
I'm not liking them. They're feeling ominous.
It's supposed to be cloudy today, but no rain.
I know. I still have my blue poncho in the back. Put over my raincoat.
So anyway, we're doing 13.3 miles today, and reportedly a good campsite and a creek. So I might go fishing this afternoon. It depends on the creek, I guess, but we shall see.
Just heavenly.
What color? That was the colorblind stonemason right there.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool. There's a lot of rock stacking right there.
Still good spots. Nice bums.
Hey everybody. Pacesetter and I are almost 7 miles into our hike. It's just after 11 a.m., which is amazing. And it's Sunday. We just talked about the fact that this is like kind of being in church out here. It's so beautiful. So I have a church story to tell you. And I think that we have the credentials to tell this story without it being too off color. It was funny to us. We both grew up in church and went to Christian schools our whole lives, and we're Christians. So here we go. We've been hiking off and on for several days, probably a week or more, with Holy Ghost. He's a cool dude. That's his trail name. And we've seen him many times. We had lunch with him yesterday. And as we were coming into Daleville, we met another guy, probably a hiker, but he didn't have a backpack or anything. And I said, "How you doing?" He said, "Sup, sup, sup." And I kind of looked at him funny, and he passed on. And I asked April, I said, "Did you hear that?" She said, "Yes." I said, "What did he say?" She said, "I don't know. It sounded like he was speaking in tongues." It could be, but I think it was probably more mushroom induced. Or if you were wildly imaginative, it probably could have been what's up, what's up, what's up. I think it has more to do with psychedelics. So we saw him one more time. And then yesterday we passed Holy Ghost a few times, and he passed us a few times, and he went on ahead, and about 10 minutes later we come down through this gap and there's a girl on a cell phone talking, and we said hey as we passed but kept going. And about 30 minutes later she comes zooming by us, and I introduced myself. Hey, I'm Uncle Bill, what's your trail name? She said, I'm Angel. And I said, oh, Angel, Holy Ghost is right in front of you. And she said, what? I said, do you know Holy Ghost? And she said, no, but I've seen the real one. So that was my Sunday story for you.
Oh, Willard.
Second cast.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. Bill caught a fish on his second cast. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at it. Wow.
Take a picture.
I will. I'm videoing right now. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. We've hiked 1.3 miles today. We've been up 1,050 feet already.
Only 4,000 to go.
And instead of our 2-mile break, we took a 1.38 mile break. It's about a 13-mile climb today. 5,000 feet over 13 miles. So it'll be a good day. We got the first one out of the way. And
there are little reprieves here and there, so
yeah,
be fine.
we're gonna take a break in 2 miles at a shelter down at the bottom of the hill, and then we have 10 miles or so to the top of the mountain and find a campsite up there around 14 miles. You want to tell about last night?
We had a great night last night. So yesterday's hike was flat all day and down. And so we finished at 3:30, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere close to that. And Bill found a beautiful creek we could camp right next to. Had a really shallow spot where I just sat and relaxed in the water, and Bill got to use his tenkara rod, and he caught 2 trout. I had never seen a trout except in a picture. He caught a brown trout, which I thought would be ugly, but it was beautiful. And then he caught the blessed rainbow trout, and they are absolutely stunning to look at. And yeah, that was on cast 2 and 3. Bill just whoop, whoop, and then there was the fish. He just caught them.
Then the funny thing about that is I got talking to somebody else and stopped fishing, and as I was getting ready to start fishing again, 2 guys showed up, and they must have fished for 15 minutes and tangled their lines about 20 times.
That would be me if I tried fishing.
Packed it up and left. Didn't catch anything. And then about an hour later, some guy rolls in fully loaded. I mean, all of these guys, I'm in hiker shorts and a little tenkara rod. These guys were loaded for, you know, Alaska salmon fishing or something, with the nets and the waders and the hip belts and the everything. Anyway, God bless them. They're having fun. But this last guy rolled up in his truck, hops out with all his gear on, runs down the hill, casts 3 times, runs back up the hill, gets in his truck and leaves. I'm like, what in the world was that? But it was fun. It was a beautiful little spot.
It was just,
now I know my fishing rod works.
it sure does. And, you know, you see the fly fishermen with their woof woofs, and it looks so hard.
Woof woofs.
And Bill just made it look so easy. Just wee, plop, catch a fish. It was just the coolest looking thing. So
But
now
I've been doing that since I was 4 years old.
Yeah, I know you have. I know. And I have not. But I am very excited. When we're RVing back, I definitely am going to pursue learning to fly fish. While I'm hiking the trail is not the time. This is the time for letting Bill fly fish and me sit in the water.
If I drop the phone while we're videoing, it's because there's a bee on my hand. See it?
No. Okay, so it's great to see you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye. The cicadas are out.
I've never seen one except an empty shell. They're kind of demon looking.
You got red eyes.
Yeah. Pretty small creature to make so much noise, huh?
Wow. We have found the Hampton Inn of shelters. This thing has a porch all the way around.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. Norovirus, man. I don't even want to touch
They
it.
even have railings in the loft.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, space for you to store your pack.
We got a bench.
Yes, sir. This is the place. Bryant Ridge Shelter.
We got a big old shelf to cook on.
Built in 1992.
Dang. We finally found rhododendron with full blooms and not blooms that were down on the ground. Pretty neat. Just risking my life
Oh my goodness, look at the ones ahead of us.
through the poison ivy. I should really get my big camera out. Alright. I'm here playing around. We still have 5 more miles to do. Pacesetter decided to take me to a fernery.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these things.
They're giants.
They're giant and they go on forever. So freaking cool. All right. So you want to tell them the story or you want me to tell them the story?
You can tell them.
We did 10 miles of up today and we were looking for water and we came to a sign that said something of a overlook and we both looked at each other and said, this looks like a perfect campsite.
Oh, yeah.
So we pitched our tent and
After 10 miles of walking up,
straight up the mountain,
4,000 miles.
4,600 feet.
Feet.
And
Felt like miles.
then we walked downhill quarter of a mile to get water. And now we're gonna go back and make coffee and dinner and go sit out on the rocks and watch the sunset. So you probably can't see it here, but we avoided Another 5,000 foot climb. I mean, another 1,000 foot climb
Saving that for tomorrow.
up that mountain.
We didn't want all the fun to do today.
And 3 more miles. And we're really happy about it.
Oh,
So up we go.
with our water.
With our water. I think it was a smart choice.
We always make smart choices. We're going on a date. We're going to watch the sunset.
We found a cool campsite right near an overlook. And coincidentally, or good fortune, whatever the word is, English teacher, the sunset's right in front of us.
Adventitiously.
Adventitiously. There you go. So let me turn the camera around.
Is this not a romantical date spot?
See, it's a rock.
A big rock.
I'm gonna try to get her up there on that rock.
Oh, I'm not getting on the top one. Nope. Ooh, my scar is just starting to heal. We are not making it worse.
That's cool.
Oh, wow. It is beautiful up here. Oh my God.
Are you cold?
Yes. It's windy. Look at it. Oh,
Can I go up there?
I do not. I
There's
just
a
want
little-
to sit right here with you.
There's a little plant up there.
No, we'll just look at the pretty little plant.